A warm welcome to Kohei Nishiyama.
I wanted to share my wish with all of you, and I hope what I tell you become inspiration to you as was explained. I'm trying to collect billions of wishes from the world and thus change the world by doing so. And I'm still on the way to do it, to achieve it, but I think it's achievable. And I just wanted to share how I came to do this and what are the plans ahead of this endeavor. The good news is that we still have a lot of potential to grow in this planet. There are 6.8 billion population on this planet, and these people still need a lot of materials. That means world economy awaits massive consumption ahead. So that is the good news. This picture was taken by Peter Mentzeler in 1994, and he asked a Japanese household owner to just bring all the belongings outside of Japan, and he did. And there are 130 million people who are surrounded with materials like this. In average, each person owns 700 products. So you see the gap between what I showed you before and what it is right now in Japan? So the difference is a potential to grow. But I think this is not sustainable. And I think we are facing some problem that we need to solve together. This picture was taken from one of our interns, and we just randomly asked to take pictures of their householdings. And it was exactly like the picture that I've shown right now, taken by Peter Mentzeler. We're facing material obesity. Every year, we come up with new methodology to sell more, promote more, find out the needs of each individuals, produce it much effectively, and specification of products gets much, much better. They reflect our needs, and thus we're tempted to consume more. But as a result of all of those deeds, we end up being in a state of material obesity. And if we continue to do what we do today, what do you think is going to happen to this planet? Not healthy, I shall say. So my wish is to come up with new methodology or new way of thinking to, one, still grow, but yet produce only what's needed. And the notion came to me that what if we combine internet technology with old made-to-order or order-made business model? You first ask what they want and their budget, how many they want. Then you give them a budget, the proposals, and then you make it. If you can do it efficiently for 6.8 billion people, then you end up producing only what they need. So I wanted to expand a little bit on this course of thinking. And I ended up with a concept of wish collection. So what if users make a wish and we archive it in a server, and when it becomes large enough, we ask manufacturer to produce it? Would this work? Well, I tried it for 12 years, and it seems to work. It's not complete yet, but we've had some production. We've had some best-selling item coming up, and I think this is the most important thing. We actually were able to avoid producing products that did not have any market and yet fulfill the needs of people who wanted to have. Most of people want to consume not necessarily because they lack the material functionality. They consume to feel something in their mind that they lack. So by the time they were able to express what they want and have designer design their wish, most of them got very satisfied. So at the end, we ended up designing their dream product, and we avoided producing unnecessary product. And also, we were able to extract what are the wishes that attract many people's attention, that moves people's mind, that creates future demand. And I think if we work in the same direction, we can come up with new innovation, combining new technology, and ended up satisfying many minds using our scarce material. So here is a concept movie that explains how we do it. So she's tired, but he's simply incapable of cooking. He doesn't know how. And he wishes if he could have a robot, a cooking robot. She's getting married, but she doesn't know how to cook, so she needs a tutor. Is it him or the pants? But anyway, he needs to go into diet, so he needs a diet control robot. Each of needs are different, but what if a robot on internet space ask their need, their wishes, also ask how much they are willing to pay. And let the robot automatically collect wish and keep collecting until it reaches the break-even point. It should make sense for manufacturer to create it. This was the first PC we created, and users were willing to pay double price of what was being sold on the market. This became a product in 13 hours, and this teddy bear, which is a remote control, is still on the way. So the process is very simple. You combine technology with made-to-order business model. First ask, then make. So the logic behind is that manufacturer will make it for users if it makes sense for them. And at the break-even point, they would make a decision to make it. And if for some reason they can't make it, we can easily find someone else to make it because it's a business. And also, we can embed some incentive system so that users or designers can benefit if they can find some mega hit. So for instance, this is a bestseller so far for a Japanese retailer, and each year, royalties are paying for the initial user who came up with the initial wish. And now she has a nice office, just simply supported by this royalty income that comes every month. So these kind of incentives also drives user to support manufacturer, make better business. And with more power with communities and with more toolkits, users are able to now function as designer and also as a marketer. So for instance, for this specific remote control, which is a teddy bear that has a right arm to change the volume and left arm to switch the channel and the neck to switch on and off, there are 918 users who are willing to pay $30. But of course, this is not good enough. However, there are an increasing number of royalties that we are paying to users, which I think is a proof that users do understand this model, manufacturers do understand this model, and collaboratively, they move towards to the new production system, new consumption norm, optimal, let's say, system that could benefit all. So that is the reason why I said to you that today I have a good news to you, because we all can make a wish to make this happen. And if we aggregate all the wishes that we have, and if we keep aggregating it, one day we will be able to achieve what we all wish. And I strongly believe that aggregated wish is a blueprint for our future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kohei. Can you, maybe you finished a bit early, so we have a chance to ask you a couple of questions. This is a very interesting paradigm shift, right? Can you tell us, you showed a couple of examples of product. Can you tell me a bit other examples that come to your memory, like the most successful object you've ever produced?
Okay, so let me introduce one case which was done by 19 years old student in Japan. So she was studying design, and her family wasn't able to support her tuitions. So she had to actually do, some money saving. And one of the things she hated was wasting paper when she had to read and make a photocopy of books. So then she came with this idea of transparent post-it, where she would just put a transparent post-it and make a note and only photocopy the pages that she needs, thus avoid photocopying all the pages and which are not used at all. And that single, it's not even an invention, wisdom or the wit, got supported by so many professionals who make, for instance, maps, or who deliver postages to different rural parts. They put their transparent post-it on the map, and then every time they write directions and make a photocopy of it, and they distribute it. So other users actually found better application on small invention that this girl invented it, and it has become a hit for this retailer.
So it's a bit like a beta state for objects, a bit like they keep on evolving all the time.
Exactly.
What kind of guarantees, like if I have an idea, what kind of guarantee do you give me that the manufacturer will not make my object and not give me any royalties, for example? How is my invention protected? Is it possible to protect that?
Well, goodwill of people will only protect your rights. So that is an issue that we have.
Yes. Okay. I'm very glad you came. Thank you very much.
No,
We're lucky to have you here. Big round of applause for Kohei, please.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.